Good morning. My name is Teresa. I have followed people on YouTube for years. I love to watch YouTube videos. My daughter and a couple other people said you need to start recording one of your own. So I'm going to give this a try. I've been told to get in a room that's quiet and less chaotic, should I say, with many things on the walls and everything. So here I am. I'm in my bedroom in a guest bedroom, which I'm getting ready to redo. I am soon to be 65. I retired at 60 to give for my mom. That's when COVID hit. Ended up being a blessing because we could be together. We took many car rides, puzzles, games, anything to entertain. And luckily, the weather was great during the spring and summer and fall, so we could spend a lot of time outside. Um, she is now 92 and she's still my Spitfire. She keeps me busy. She still drives. We let her go to the swimming. She goes swimming a couple days a week when it's above 35 degrees. She's decided now. I have followed her, by the way, and she does great. It's just a short distance, so I'm okay with it. Lately, because of the weather, she's not going anywhere. So she spends a lot of time on puzzles. The computer. Loves to be on the computer, which is great. It keeps her mind sharp and keeps her going. Things I try to do to keep my life going. I'm a caregiver of her, but I also have a daughter who's a head injury, who is doing wonderful right now and being able to function on her own. We still support her, but she's doing great. But I keep tabs on her. My son is great. He's got a wife that they've been married for 16, 17 years now, and they do great. She is a almost 11-year survivor of breast cancer, which is awesome. My husband just retired a couple of years ago, and here's a little info: don't retire at the same time. I was told that many times. Glad we didn't. I got myself settled, got mom settled, and then he retired and it disrupted everything. So, and with somebody who has dementia, that doesn't go over well, but we ended up working it out. Many times I spent going outside doing something or something else. Things that keeps me sane is cleaning. I love to clean. I love to organize. For me, cleaning helps me clear out my mind because I can think as I go. It also organizes. When I can organize everything, I can find it. I hate spending anywhere from 5 to 25 minutes trying to find something, then not find it. Drives me nuts. End up usually going buying another one, and then better have another one. So then you have two and three of the same items. So my goal, usually every year, is to go through and clean. This year, I'm taking kicking it up a notch. We ended up having a meal bug. It's called meal pantry bug. It's a small moth. It comes in on bird seed, sometimes on grains. It has been a nightmare trying to get rid of it. So, starting from the top of the house and to the bottom, I'm going to clean. I will share my journey as I go. I will label things. Another thing about organizing, and I find it's really important, is people with dementia don't do well when they can't find things either. If it's put in a spot and labeled, they do much better. Now, that being said, as I go through this process, I have her go through it with me. Um, Together, we decide does this work or does that not work. It helps provide input for her, and she kind of feels better about knowing where her stuff is and what to do with it. It's been interesting. I was an occupational therapist for 30 years, well, worked many years with dementia patients. Living with one sometimes is a challenge, and I've told my patients' families that is a challenge. It's just getting through each day. Some days you laugh, some days you cry, and some days you just walk outside and take a couple deep breaths and start over. That's kind of where I'm at sometimes. She was always, my cleanliness has always came from her. We would clean, and when we clean, we would deep clean. Interesting as she gets older and the dementia kicks in, she no longer does that, but wants me to do it. So I find myself going behind her, cleaning up, wiping something down. She used to cook. No longer cooks, but she does cook her sweets, let me tell you. So there's something about when you hit 80 and up, they want nothing but sweets, and that's what she does. As long as she eats a good meal for me once a day, I'm okay with that. 92, let's go for it. And she can do what she wants. So I decided I'd start making a video. I know I'm not the only one that has living circumstances as this. I have my kids who are wonderful supports, but I do not have grandkids. So what I do is to prepare for my future without help, just in case something happened to my kids. I mean, you never know in this world anymore. So always being organized, having a will, having everything laid out so you know exactly what's going to happen, where things to go, how to get rid of stuff. I do unfortunately have a lot, and you will see that as we go. Very overwhelming. When you start digging into something, what was small ends up being this huge mess, and I end up usually just taking chunks at a time. I cannot go in and wipe out the room and start over. That just puts me over the edge because then you have another mess in another room. So for me, I take a section, clean it, and go along. My husband loves to collect things. He has decided to be a dumpster diver, which is fine. I have no problem with that. Most of the stuff he brings home is metal and he recycles it. Occasionally he brings me home things or I find things with him and think, oh, I can use that. But then again, here we go again. We have more stuff. So you'll see us go through cleaning everything out and trying to get things minimalized and not so chaotic. Um, Easier said than done. We'll go as long. My husband does well some days, some well days not so much. We live in a two-story home, so upstairs is my bedroom, our bedroom, excuse me, and I have a bathroom and he has a bathroom, which works out perfect. However, when I go to clean his room, it's not so perfect. He kind of freaks out. So again, I kind of go with him through it and we clean it out and organize as we go. It works. He keeps things that I would never keep. It works for him. So I may gripe about it, may bitch about it, but if it works, it works. I've learned to go with the flow over the years and adapt as I go. So that's kind of where you're going to see me go. One of my passions is not only cleaning and organizing, is I love to restore sewing machines. I have way too many. So the goal is to get those fixed and out. I like to donate them if possible. If somebody wants them, great. That's even better. I'm just saving them from the dumpster basically and trying to give them new life. I do work on them as well, so I end up doing a lot of repairs. For me, and that cleaning thing, though, when it becomes a repair, I end up cleaning the whole thing because I just can't stand it. Let me tell you. So when they go back with this machine, they end up going back to this beautiful shine clean machine, which often they love. I ask before I do it because that's just one of my things. And most of the time they're like, oh, yeah, go ahead, go ahead. It needs it. So far, knock on wood, I haven't had anybody say, nope, just fix it and move on. Um, kind of fun. I also repaint them. Uh, Try to do that during this winter. It is not happening. So the conclusion is that repainting a sewing machine is not going to happen between November and March. Weather's too cold. Can't get to the shed. Paint won't set. It's just one mess after another. So those have kind of been on the wayside. I do quilt. I do like to sew. I do like to crochet. I've got multiple hobbies. So right now I'm tackling another area in the basement. We have two areas actually. And one side is just nothing but my sewing side. The other side is my husband's collection, which, oh my goodness, that will be a challenge to get started on it. On the other side, I moved my sewing repair and restoration in. I have a little space, but it works. And the rest is my husband, and again, another nightmare. We'll go through that as we go as well. Unfortunately, he's getting ready to have carpal tunnel surgery, so it's kind of the push to get as much organized as possible in his area so he can do something a little along as he goes. Being a therapist, I know what to do to help him get through that. But, he doesn't have a lot of patience sometimes and he gets bored and he loves to play games and he's just a gamer. So you'll see him sitting in a recliner with 10 devices going at one time. So that will keep him happy during that time. Basically, you're going to laugh with me, you may cry with me, and you may go, oh my word, what is she doing today? But come join the fun, come join the ride. I'll walk you through what a day life in a life of someone who lives in a house with her mom, who has dementia, who's trying to figure out all the things she wanted to do when she retired, which was travel and do things. That has kind of came to a stop, and I'll explain that more down the road. And trying to figure out what you want to do as you get older. It's like you reach the age of 65 and go, oh, crap, it went by fast. So what do I do next? What do I want to get done before I can't do anything anymore? Um, Interesting journey. Come take it with me. Thanks for listening. Have a great day. Bye.